All right, we're back again. Hello, everybody. Today, we are just looking at what has been happening in the crypto market in the past 24 hours. Today is the 28th of January 2025. Well, if we really look at what has been happening, the market cap is sitting at about 3.52 trillion US dollars. It's up about 3.29% from the previous day's low. And this indicates a market rebound after hitting below 1 trillion recently. So the market is really rebounding. And we know that there was a huge impact yesterday from the Chinese AI that went out into the market on the 20th of June. And it had a significant impact when the market was crystallizing the impact of what the new AI is able to do, the large language model from China, which has been developed for an amount that is a fraction of what OpenAI has spent. And this sent the tech stocks all the way to the bottom. So the volume has been relatively high at about 191.9 billion US dollars, suggesting active trading as well as possibly a market stabilization attempt. The open interest in derivatives is at about $59.99 billion, which reflects the level of commitment traders have in the market through futures and options contracts. Bitcoin has climbed all the way to marking a 3.12% increase, indicating a strong recovery of stabilization. Ethereum is at $3,209,000 and a 3.01% gain, reflecting a positive market sentiment towards the second largest cryptocurrency. Solana has also retraced back and therefore had a noticeable increase of about 5.4%, which is leaving it at about $241, showing a robust performance among altcoins. The Binance coin, the BNB, is sitting at $657.51, slightly down from recent highs, but still significant player in the market. The fear and greed index is sitting at 53, indicating a neutral sentiment, which could suggest a balanced market mode between fear and greed. Over the last 24 hours, liquidations totaled around 214.2 million US dollars, which might imply a stabilization after a volatile movement. There's an anticipation of regulatory clarity, which is spurring the market stabilization or the positive sentiment in the markets. In terms of the ETF outflows, despite the market cap increase, both Bitcoin and Ethereum's ETFs have seen outflows, which could be a sign of profit taking or reallocation of investments. Developments like DeepSeek AI from China have been making investors nervous, possibly affecting market sentiment and investment strategies, which is what we spoke about yesterday. There are no specific O's that are coming up at the moment. With regards to airdrops, several airdrops are scheduled for 2025, with notable mentions including the Jupiter as well as the Meteora airdrops on the Solana network aimed at rewarding early users and boosting community engagement. Coin price recovered above the 100,000 that we knew that it had gone below 100,000. And this is signaling the confidence in the market. And CrowdStrike, though they are not in the crypto market, but they reached an all-time high, which reflects a broader market strength that could influence investor behavior into the market, showing where capital might be moving. So this overview at least will help traders and investors to understand the current state of the crypto market, focusing on key metrics, as well as the token performance and significant developments that could affect the markets. In terms of the decentralized finance protocol, so where are we in 2025? Well, there is a significant trend towards tokenizing real-world assets like real estate, art, stocks, and commodities, making them more accessible, divisible, and tradable within the DeFi ecosystem. Platforms like Centrifuge and Realty are leading this charge, with forecasts suggesting this trend would gain substantial traction in 2025. The fragmentation of blockchain platforms is being addressed through cross-chain bridges and protocols like Polkadot, Cosmos, Chainlinks P, which enable seamless asset transfers across different blockchains. This trend is crucial for scaling DeFi applications and enhancing liquidity. Privacy-focused solutions are being more sophisticated, with protocols like Tornado Cash, Aztec Network leading the way in providing anonymous transactions while maintaining the transparency of blockchain technology. Security is also becoming bolstered with advanced protocols and insurance mechanisms to protect users' assets. Traditional financial institutions are beginning to explore and integrate DeFi solutions, with examples like BlackRock launching funds on Ethereum and Deutsche Bank developing its own Ethereum Layer 2. This trend indicates a move toward bridging traditional finance with decentralized finance. Artificial intelligence is being integrated into DeFi platforms for enhancing functionalities like risk assessment, automated trading strategies, and fraud detection. AI-powered DeFi is expected to offer more personalized and efficient financial services. Decentralized exchanges are evolving to match the user's experience and liquidity of centralized exchanges, with innovations in liquidity provisions, lower fees, and more user-friendly interfaces. Protocols like Uniswap v4 and SushiSwap's Trident are setting a new standard. The intersection of DeFi with gaming is expanding, where players can earn real assets by playing games, creating new economic ecosystems within games. This sector is anticipated to see an explosion, attracting both gamers and investors. There is an increasing focus on making DeFi platforms more sustainable, aligning with global eco-conscious trends. This involves optimizing energy consumption and integrating with environmentally friendly blockchain solutions. These trends reflect a maturing DeFi sector that's not only expanding its traditional offerings, but also integrating with broader financial and technological ecosystems, aiming for greater accessibility, efficiency, and security. So that's the state of our update with regards to where the crypto market has been in the past 24 hours, as well as the DeFi ecosystem in 2025. So this is the end of our show. These are the main topics that we wanted to talk about. But there is something that I have noticed in terms of the feedback with the community. It would appear that there are people, scammers, that are hitting our community with a number of messages that are going through. If you do go and chat and make comments, which is what I would really appreciate, you will notice the emails that are coming through with a similar message. First, they will thank the episode, how good it was, and then they will talk about the problem that they have accessing the funds or transferring the funds between the different protocols. Please be careful. The first message I saw, it was purported to come to a lady that was asking. So I provided a very long message that was cautioning against providing the passphrase, which is the security phrase for the wallet. I cautioned against providing this, that at no point a person should provide the passphrase, because the passphrase is like a password that you use for your account. It's the key that enables anybody that wants to unlock the wallet to unlock the wallet. I've got a great suspicion that the reason that they are providing the passkey, they are in fact looking for somebody who will unlock the wallet. And in unlocking the wallet, that's where you will get the spam. I don't know what it will do. I'm not an expert in terms of the hacking side. But please, anybody, any member of our community, if you see these messages, these chain messages, they may change emails, but you could see that they are hunting for anybody that will take a bite. Please don't follow those. Don't go and try to open those wallets. Be careful. And certainly, it's a matter of time before somebody will clone my page or my messaging and try and ask money and extort money from members of our community. Please take care. I would never ask you for money. I do not provide financial advice. What we do is to just create an awakening through a YouTube show that helps you to go and learn more about what you need to learn in order for you to get and gain a greater appreciation of the crypto market, but also just for you to provide context. Well, I provide context to you that will enable you to understand the macroeconomic impact of the decisions that are being taken, as well as also the impact in trading or in financial markets that will come from certain geopolitical events that are taking place out there. We're not talking politics because we have sides in politics. We talk about the geopolitical events impact into the trading environment, and also how to decipher what likely will be the impact this way or the impact that way. Or we provide context in the events that are shaping the markets or the trading world. For example, the episode on DeepSeek, it was an episode that was just making sure the community is aware of why the market now is going down, and is there anything that maybe the crypto world is making them, pull back on trades, sell their trades, liquidate positions. And therefore, it was important for me to talk about AI, the disruptive impact of DeepSeek, and how DeepSeek's disruption affected the market. So please understand that whatever that we're doing in this show, the intention is to empower you, is to empower the members of our community. But whatever we are providing, it's not the last word. We're not saying out of what we are saying, just take what we are saying and go and do something about it. Please check it, validate it. The more you validate and you realize what we are saying has meaning, has essence, and as a result, it has value, it becomes important because then it can be helpful to you. Yesterday, I provided some short highlights from the last episode, and the short highlight was just talking an excerpt that was making reference to the fact that over the past weekend, we cautioned that it's not advisable to be in leverage trades. And therefore, when there was this market shock from DeepSeek, there was a huge liquidation of just above $800 million in the market. And those liquidations were more leverage trades that were liquidated. And now the market is retracing back. I'm bullish. And the reason I'm bullish, I spoke about them yesterday. It's the regulation, the impact of the new administration, as well as now the realignment in terms of the global global political, economic positions, as well as alliances and the policies that we're expecting the central banks to take in the not too far future. We had an episode that went in depth in terms of the central bank's positions, dovish positions, monetary positions, the decisions that was taken by BOJ, Bank of Japan, in terms of increasing the interest rate by 25 basis points, and what we are expecting this week with the Fed meeting between Tuesday, Wednesday, as well as a number of other central banks like the ECB, as well as other central banks. And the importance of that episode or this development is because what impact will the shift in the monetary policy have on the interest rates, and thus the interest rates, what will they do in terms of the liquidity? And therefore, there's this excitement that it seems as if the statements that have been made globally seems to be hitting the right tones. Hopefully then things will progress and gain momentum. But however, for now, there isn't anything for now that is threatening the crypto market that I know, not unless anything will come through. For an example, if you look at what happened yesterday, a lot of people were talking about it as a black swan event because out of nowhere, China Labs came with DeepSeek that was not anticipated. And there were evaluations already that were done in the tech stock. And then this was almost like undoing all of that work. So it wasn't expected, and hence some were calling it a black swan event. There are black swan events all over the show. So In crypto, there may be something brewing that we don't know, but as of now, though, I don't know anything that could be a threat or something that could be big negative events. Yes, there was the issue I spoke about, the bearish trap that traders were talking about. And traders are still convinced that if you look at the technicals, there is potentially a retracement that will go below. It's when it will take place that none of us know. And the DeepSeek disruption yesterday, it was one of those events that some were thinking is the beginning of that retracement, of which, like I was clear in the previous episodes, that it is not, and it isn't. I've now given you what has happened over the past 24 hours, and you can see that the market has retraced back. However, we still have to make sure that we understand at the fundamental level what is happening in the market, and that's why I was sharing this news. Go and check and find more data for you to understand really what is the lay of the land, so to speak, or what is the lay of the market, what are the players looking at, what are the movements, and who's introducing what, and therefore, what are the things that are likely going to take place. And then spend more time on your technical analysis. If you are able then to do an iteration between the two and there is correlation, then you know what to do, and it gives you the conviction that at least whatever you are finding as the pattern that gives you the strong conviction will enable you to do something about it. But when you do decide to do something, always make sure you do your risk assessment, and therefore you are always clear in terms of where you take your profits and where you put your stop losses. These are very, very key. And again, I'm still motivating for the spot trades. You can do leverage, but then if you are going to do leverage in a market that is not as stable as this one, it means you are going to be very close to your trading desk so that you are able to respond immediately. If you set your risk assessment and therefore you put your stop losses and your profit-taking positions, it's another way of just de-risking yourself from whatever that happens in the market. You know, in terms of your trading strategy, what is the risk tolerance that you have, and therefore you stick to that risk tolerance and you follow it on an ongoing basis. Well, that's all that I had for you folks. Thank you very much. Really appreciate to provide you this content. Please like and subscribe, and provide feedback and make requests on what you want us to emphasize on. We will spend more time to focus on what you've requested us. Thank you.